Yesterday it wasn't dewy. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. All right. See, good to see you, Harsh. See ya.
We have Brendon McCullum, coach of the Kolkata Knight Riders, to address this evening's press conference. Praz, a poor start with the team being at 14 for 4 at one point. What do you think went wrong at that stage, particularly the early stage?
Yeah, look, I think first and foremost, RCB bowled really well. I think Mohammad Siraj bowled excellent lines and lengths, and I think he was able to present the seam and asked a few questions of us, questions which in the past we've probably answered better than we did tonight. I guess before the game we talked about wanting to show some strong intent with our batting, especially at the top of the order, and unfortunately tonight, if anything, we probably lacked intent. So that's something we're going to have to address. I think RCB were very good tonight. We were very poor with bat in hand. You're not going to win too many games from 40 for 6. So, it was a poor night with the bat, but we've got to bounce back because we've got another game in a few days, and that could be the nature of this tournament as well, with the conditions being slightly challenging at times. Is you got to find a way to still pick yourself up and try and get a result next game, even after a poor one.
On that note, did the opening bowling combination of Chris Morris and Mohammad Siraj take you by surprise?
No, it didn't take us by surprise. We'd planned that they would hit us with their seamers, and particularly here in Abu Dhabi, where it has been quite useful for the seam bowlers throughout the tournament so far. So no, it didn't take us by surprise, but I just think we weren't able to enter the game at any stage. None of our top order batsmen were able to get anything going, and if we flip that over and look at how even Aaron Finch, I know he didn't set the world on fire tonight, but he still showed intent. He was walking down the wicket, he was asking some different questions of us as bowlers, and trying to take out a mode of dismissal, and sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to be a little bit creative to be able to get yourself into the game. So it wasn't to be tonight. There will be some good lessons for some of our guys, and we're going to have to find a way to be able to actually enter the game, because you can't be in a situation like you were at 40 for 6 and expect to win games of cricket.
RCB, when they brought in Siraj and he was moving the ball around, what could the batsmen do to counter it? You just spoke about Aaron Finch showing intent, but from your side, what could you feel you could have done something to counter a Siraj?
Well, there's many things you can do. You can use your crease, you can go laterally, or you can advance or go deeper in your crease. I think there's lots of things you can do. You can try and apply a little bit of pressure somehow, but we weren't able to do any of those tonight, and that's one thing we'll discuss, is how, as batsmen, you're able to enter the game, show strong presence, and to be able to try and turn a little bit of pressure back on the opposition, particularly in slightly helpful conditions for the seamers. In all honesty, I didn't think there was a lot in the wicket. I think Siraj obviously bowled well, and Morris at times also, but if anything, we were just a little timid in our approach, and that's just a bit frustrating, because we spoke at length before the game about trying to be positive and show some strong intent. So that's something we'll have to address in the next few days.
Did you expect the pitch to behave the way it did? And Abu Dhabi has generally assisted teams batting second. What was the thought process behind batting first, and was it a wrong decision in hindsight?
No, I don't think it's favoured the teams batting second. I think if you've batted first and you've batted well, then there's more of a bias towards that. Both captains wanted to bat. Obviously, we won the toss and chose to bat. Virat Kohli mentioned that RCB would have batted if they had won the toss as well. And I think we saw, even at the 10 over mark of their innings, whilst they were chasing a small total of 80 odd, that wasn't exactly free-flowing scoring either. If we were able to get ourselves around that 160, I think we would have been incredibly competitive. So, but whatever you choose to do first, you need to do it well. We chose to bat first, and we didn't do it well.
Now with that score of 84, but even then going out to defend it, what was the team talk like heading out?
Well, like any team talk, trying to defend 84, you still want to show some fight and some courage for your fans and all those who look up to this team. And I thought our application in the field and the way we bowled was actually really good, but we just didn't have enough runs. And defending 84, you might win one in 50 games, but the thing you can control is the attitude, and that's what the guys brought to the table. But tonight wasn't good enough from a batting point of view. We're going to have to go away, address things, come back in a few days' time and make sure we try and get ourselves back into winning ways. We're still fourth in the tournament, which is very fortunate for us. Destiny's still very much in our own hands. and we just got to tidy up some of those areas where we're deficient tonight, and make sure we improve on our performance, because you're not going to score. You're not going to win too many games of cricket if you only get 80 odd runs.
And finally, you just said that you've got your destiny in your own hands. The league table is obviously getting a little competitive. You're on the 4th spot. What are the learnings from this game, and yes, plans moving forward to seal that berth in the playoffs?
Well, you need to ensure that you put up a competitive total first and foremost if you bat first, and if you bowl first, then you've got to make sure that you execute your plans and you're able to restrict them to a total. And for us, it's about maintaining belief. I've said all the way along, as long as our morale stays high and our belief within the dressing room stays high, then we have the talent within our setup and the intelligence and the quality of player to be able to be there deep in the tournament. This is going to affect a little bit in terms of our confidence, and work hard on ensuring our morale doesn't drop, at the same time having those honest conversations around how we improve. But I still firmly believe that we have a side which can be there later on in the tournament come finals time. We just need to improve slightly.
Guys, thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you.